Hello, my friends. Hope you're keeping cozy. Have you ever been to school? Have you ever sacrificed hours of free time to make a project better because you just can? I know I have. As I've grown up, I have become what people would call a perfectionist. And recently, my friends have taken to calling me a academic masochist. I got this prestigious title after one of the first major projects I got in my first year of college. Me and my two friends will call them Mock and... Hey, what did you want to be called again? Are you sure? Okay. Mock and Shoe. Oh my god. We were all shoved into this happy little class called Principles of VFX, where we learned everything from how to work a camera to editing video in Adobe After Effects and Premiere. One of our first projects was to take a minimum of 2 still images, cut them up, and bring them to life with a parallax effect. After a few hours of being indecisive, I decided to theme mine around one of the best shows of all time, The Owl House, made by our beloved Dana Terrace. Originally, I had picked this image from the Lilith and Ida fight from season 1, and there was one other, but I have since forgotten what it was. But after 2 weeks of tweaking these images, editing them, spending countless late nights in the lab working with my friends, putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this project, it was finally done. This is I decided in my sleep-deprived, caffeine-induced state to start over, all because I thought I could do better. Remember, I had been working on this for 2 weeks. Do you want to know when the deadline was? It was in 2 days. This insane decision is what caused my friends to dub me an academic masochist, which, no, I just want to see how good I can do. Now, before you rush to the comments telling me how stupid I am, my plan was to save the old project as a backup in case I didn't finish the new one in time. However, I may or may not have accidentally lost it. In reality, what happened was that I had named the new project the same thing as the old one because our submissions had to be named a certain thing. And you know how when there's 2 files that are named the same thing on your computer, it will ask you if you want to replace the old one? Wait, no! Yeah, I accidentally misclicked and replaced my backup. So now I did indeed have 2 days to redo a whole 2 weeks worth of work, but better. Now normally this would stress people out, however I took this as a challenge. Those 2 nights, Shu and I were in the lab until at least 2 a.m. working, and I did in fact get it done, and it did in fact look better, so take that! Another time this happened was the next semester when me, Shu, Mock, and Spooky were in our Principles of Game Design class. Our first project for that class was to make 3D models of 2 types of 6-sided dice. There was the quote-unquote normal dice that our professor provided an example for, and then we were supposed to model unique dice too. Most people just did variations of a cube, but oh no. No. During this time, I was obsessed with a game called Buckshot Roulette, and my hyperfixated brain decided to make bullet dice. The topology was awful, but I did it. Did I have to do something that complex? No. But I mean, like, who do you think I am? A normal person? Ha! Not even a week after that project was done, we came face to face with one of our major's most hated projects. The chairs. Now, on the surface, the project doesn't seem that hard. Using Autodesk Maya, modeled 2 chairs that were chosen by our professor. The first chair was just a wooden chair and wasn't too bad, but the second one. Holy f***, the second one. This was the chair we were told to model. Now, I don't know why it was so difficult for all of us. I haven't cried at all over a project until this one. Things kept breaking, Maya kept crashing, the deadline was rapidly approaching, and after a week of non-stop work, the due date was here. The project was due at 11:59 that night. I was in the lab with the rest of my class, struggle bussing the way to the end, when all of a sudden, we had 20 minutes left. Something to remember about our major was that as long as you submitted something on time, you could always go back and do revisions before the semester ended. A lot of people who were in the lab when we got there had already given up and submitted their unfinished chair. I, however, had the bottom bit of the chair done and the armrests left to do. My friend Shu jokingly said, Comet, there is no way you can finish this in 20 minutes. Is that a challenge? I was in the zone. My hands were moving practically on their own as I cranked out the rest of this chair. I had the recording of the class playing on 2x speed next to me to make sure I was doing everything right. Which, side note, I had no idea how I understood anything he was saying because our professor already had a habit of talking so fast that he was going at the speed of light. So with the settings I had, he was going at the speed of sound. Okay, back to the story. The pressure was on, and as time ticked on, 11:45, 11:50, and finally 11:55, I was done. I smacked that submit button so hard I thought I broke something, and I felt like I had ascended. That state of bliss was short-lived, though, because after that nightmare project would soon be our final. And that project deserves its own video because, ooh boy, it was something. That took way too long. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it to this point, a special thank you for you for watching my first complete video. I don't really have anything else to say other than we have an official Cozy Comment outro now made by my friend Como, so I'll shut up and let you listen to it. Have a good day and keep cozy.